So yeah, here I am in my editor and I've got a little bit of pre-written code, nothing fancy, just I have got a stateless class with a material app and a stateful class which is returning a container right now. So let's first add a title to the stateless class and it's gonna be chat of thrones, perfect. And now let's add a home to the material app and it's gonna be chat screen. So yeah, perfect. Now what I want to do is, so yeah, one more thing, in this chat screen I've got a list of like my favorite characters from Game of Thrones and we are going to use these as the display names on the app. So yeah, let's go ahead and scaffold, perfect. This scaffold will take an app bar, so we don't basically want an app bar on the app, so I'm gonna give it an app bar with color transparent. So colors dot blurry. Uh-oh, that's very terrible mistake, unbearable. Yeah, so perfect. So colors dot this one, perfect. And now we might wanna do one more thing with the app bar, that is giving the elevation as 0, because otherwise it will even if we have given the transparent color, it will show the shadow. So that's not what we want, and we also want a leading property. So let the leading be let's say around what I'm saying, it's gonna be an icon. So icon button, and icon is gonna be icon and icons dot navigate next. So yeah, this is perfect. And now what I might want to do is add a body to this. So let's add a body, and body is going to return a column. Body is going to take a column, and column will take children. So these children are going to be children are going to be 3 expanded widgets whose child for now is a container. And for now I'm giving a color to these containers. So I'm sorry, not that, so that we'll know how the containers have been laid out. So colors dot, let's say number, and I'm just going to copy the code on the expanded widget from here. Control C, Control V, Control V, perfect. Now let's run our app once and let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, so it has got umber. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna remove this color so we will know how it has been laid out. The screen for now has been perfectly divided in 3 sections, one for each of the expanded widgets. So what we want is to have like one column should be this much height, and another should be a row of circular avatars, and third should be our main login screen. So for that, what we can do is give a flex property. So let's give a flex of 2 to this thing, and let's give a flex of 1 to this thing, and let's give a flex of, let's say around, what's a 15. I hope that's not a lot. And let's see how it looks. This needs to be a bit less, let's say 12. Okay, so I guess this would be perfect. So let's yeah, so that's what we exactly want. So now for this container, what we want to have as child is let's see, child is a row, I guess. Yeah, so let's try to make it the row, and row is going to take children, and these children are going to be text. So text which says chat of thrones, and next thing is a container. Wait, let me just wrap them both in an expanded widget. So yeah, that would make it easy for us to align them. So wrap with a widget, and that's gonna be, and now let's make another expanded widget. I'm just gonna copy it from here. I'm gonna paste it over here, and this thing is gonna be why am I getting, okay, so that's because my workspace has exceeded a lot. So let's make the child as a row again. Okay, so we will need a row. So instead what we can do is a text over here and another row. So yeah, that would be more apt. So this row is gonna take 2 icon buttons. So let the first icon be icons.search. Perfect. And the next one is gonna be, I guess, menu. I'm gonna copy it and Control V. So let's just make it this one. So yeah, let me just save it. Yeah, and let me restart. So we have got the things exactly the way we wanted. Not exactly, but we have got things. Now let's make its main axis alignment is main axis alignment dot space between, and let's give a container or a padding over here with 8 is perfect, and another padding 8. Yeah, that will solve the purpose exactly the way we wanted. We'll work on this font later on, but for now let's let it be the way it is. So yeah, and let me just enable these buttons, and let's proceed further. Here's our second widget, and this one is going to be a list view. So list view dot separated, I guess, will be the best, or we can go with the, I guess, the builder also. So let's make it 10 for now. Yeah, we're gonna hardcode it anyway. So builder is gonna return let's make it 11, because we also have a button in the front. So this is gonna be floating action buttons, and these buttons are gonna be mini, I guess. We have a property called mini, so they'll make it make it smaller in size. So it takes a bool. Yeah, so let's reload it for now and let's see what has happened. Okay, so we have got it, but the thing is, we have got it this way. We need to change the scroll direction. So what I'm going to do is the scroll direction axis dot horizontal, and now we'll get it exactly the way we want it. Yeah, but still we have one issue, that is how to get a plus icon. For that, I'm gonna use a simple programming. So this, we are going to make a child to this thing, and if index equals to 1, then child is going to be icon. So icons dot add, or else. So we're getting an error over here, expected an identifier. Okay, so we cannot do it over here. Let's see what else we can do. Yeah, so we cannot make a if statement from here. So what else we can do is just cut it from here and add a if statement over here. So I'm gonna if statement over here which says if index equals to 0, then what I want is exactly this thing, and else if else, then this thing. So let's add a icon, not floating action, but let's add icon instead over here. So this icon is gonna be icons dot add. Perfect. And now let's change it over here, and this is gonna be a image. We'll add the image later, but for now we'll have to give something. So let's just pass a let's say a container. Yeah, this one over here. We'll get an image later, so that might work for us. Yeah, let's wait for it to reload. Yeah, we have got a button over here. We'll change the colors later, or else what we can do is change them right now. So first thing I'm going to do is remove this color from here, and I'm going to give a theme to the material app. So the theme is going to be even I don't know. So copy with, and it will have a first thing is scaffold background color. So this is going to be colors dot gray, which will take 800. So this seems perfect. And second thing I want to change is floating action button theme. So yeah, floating action button theme data, and this is gonna be, first thing is the background colors, and this is gonna be, let's make it purple. This will look good, I guess. And let's reload it now and let's see how it looks. Yeah, so only the issue is with this thing, and we'll work it out right now. So before that, one thing I want to do is change the color of especially this particular floating action button, and that is going to be background color white. Perfect. And this icon color is going to be colors.lag. I hope it looks good. Yeah, perfect. And let's now wrap this thing inside a padding. So let's make it 11. This must look good, I guess. Okay, so this isn't gonna work out. What else we can do is wrap this thing inside a container, and let's give container a margin. So let's wrap this thing inside a container. This container is gonna have a margin of h6.all 11. Perfect, I guess. Okay, it's still not gonna work. What else we can do? What we can do is, I just got an idea. We can wrap it inside padding, and instead of all, we can make only and only left, and that is gonna be let's say 30, and this is gonna look pretty good. Okay, so we forgot a comma. And let's make it even more. Let's bring it to the middle of the screen, and that's gonna be around. If this will look even better, I guess, because in the starting the row will start from here, but as it goes on, we can slide it completely. So that looks pretty cool, right? And I'm gonna bring it even back. So yeah, this looks better. So trust me, this will look better when our app is complete, when we'll add pictures to these floating action buttons. And one more thing I want to do this is splash color. Do we have splash elevation? We can add of 10, and then over here we have splash color, and that's going to be colors dot let it be black 38. So that should look pretty good. So isn't it working? Okay, that's because it's not active. So let's activate it right now. You just have to pass in a function to onTest method to activate it, and let's now see. Yeah, that looks good, pretty good. So let's move on. Just last thing is to make this particular color to nothing, and how can we center it? Let's see. So yeah, this is how it will look, and few more things I want to add to it is colors of these things. Let's add a color to icon, and this is gonna be white. Perfect. And the same thing is gonna go for the second icon and the one on the top. Yeah, so one on the top is gonna be where is it? Over here. Exactly like that. So now let's reload. It'll look even better. Yeah, so let's now go on, and we can even give this thing a very light color. So I'm gonna give it colors dot not like that, colors dot black, and that to black, I guess 12, or I'm gonna try 26 also. Not here. I wanted it over here. this expanded widget, does it has a color property? Nope, it doesn't. So let's just wrap it inside a container, and we know that container has a color property, so perfect. Yeah, exactly. And this is gonna have a padding of all, and this is gonna have a padding of, let's say 4 at least. Yeah, that looks good, pretty good. And now let's make the lower part, and that is gonna be pretty simple. All we have to do is to add a container with its width as, let's say, media query dot of dot size dot height, and this is gonna be multiply sorry, not height, it's gonna be width, and width is gonna be multiplied by 0.8, I guess. That must be enough. And then let's add a list view builder, or what else we can do is make a child over here, and let's pass it a widget called as chat. I'm gonna make a widget chat right now, or it's even easy if I just type in list view and extract it from there, so it'll write the code for me. Extract widget, I'm gonna name it as chats. Yeah, that's pretty good. And over here what we want to have is dot builder and item builder. Perfect. So let's make it separated. Just a second. Yeah, list view dot separated, and this separated thing is gonna take 2 more arguments. Is the spelling wrong or something else is the issue? Yeah, spelling was wrong. So let's add the 2 more fields. They are gonna be, so what we have got now is, let's add a divider over here. Just a second. Yeah, so we have got a divider over here, and we are going to return a divider with, let's say, a thickness of 10 and color of colors dot transparent. That would be pretty cool. And this is gonna be, let's say, characters dot length. What's the name of our list? Let me check once again. It's characters only, so why isn't it reading it? Are we out of this? No, we are inside. No, we are outside. So we are outside the class. So what I need to do is to paste a bracket over here. Now it will detect characters dot length. Perfect. Now let's make an item builder. So yeah, let's return let's say a container, and this container is gonna have a height of, let's say 50 should be enough, and width is already defined, I guess. All we need to give is a color, and color is gonna be colors dot black 26, I guess. And let's add a semicolon. Where else we have got error? There shouldn't be any error. Okay. So method must be explicit. What's that? Oh, so that was pretty bad of me. How can I make a class inside a class? So that was the dumbest thing I guess I've ever done. So I'm gonna add a 10 over here, and I'm gonna restart it. And let's see what happens. Yeah, we have got a list. This looks kind of nice. Now we need to edit this container. So let's make first thing is border radius and decoration. So inside decoration, I'm gonna give a border radius first of all. This is gonna be border radius dot all, and just a second, yeah, and this is gonna take radius, so radius is gonna be circular, and let's just try it with 10. 10 looks kind of subtle and nice, I guess. Let's wait for it. Okay, we got an error, and that's because we cannot give a color when we are using the decoration property. So we cannot use color property outside the decoration property over here, because the color property inside which we declare outside the decoration is just a shorthand. So I need to give it over here. So now it will work. Yeah, this looks nice, and we need to increase the height, I guess. So I'm gonna make it 60, and instead of this thing being 10, I'm gonna make it 5, and instead I'm gonna give some padding to the container so that we will get some space on the top also. So padding is gonna be edge insets dot all, and that is gonna be 5. So yeah, that's it. Reload, man. What happened? Okay, there's some issue. No clue what happened. Okay, that was again a terrible mistake, and this needs to be margin because we want the space outside the container. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, and instead let me just remove it from here. I now realize that we didn't need it separated. So yeah, we didn't need a separated list view, so that looks pretty good. And now let's work on what's going to be inside the container. So what's going to be inside the container is, let's say that one thing we need is a circular avatar for the profile picture display, and second thing is we need is a name, and at the end we need time. So let's first add the first 3-4 things, and they are going to be added in the child. So I'm going to make this container a row, and row is going to take children, and these children are going to be first thing is going to be a circle avatar, and second thing is going to be a column, and column is again going to have children, and these children are going to be 2 text. And for now I'm going to name these text, I'm going to give the text as, let's say, display name, or this thing we can give right now. So let's give no, for now it's going to be display name. Perfect. And second thing is last text, let's say so this is going to be Valar Morghulis. So yeah, that's perfect. And one more thing we might want to add is the time. So what we can do is wrap this whole thing inside a container. With that, I'm gonna cut it from here, Control X. I'm gonna add a container. No, we cannot add wrap this instead we'll need a row. I'm gonna make another row. So for that we have this over here. You'll get it in a moment. Why do we need these two things? Why do we need 2 rows, a row inside a row once again? So, and here we want, what we want is a time. So what I'm going to do for now is text, and for now the text is going to be just time. I'm going to simply write time, and again this error is because of this comma. So yeah, let me reload now and let's see what happened. Yeah, we have got everything. It's just that it's not aligned. So for that, what I'm going to do is, first thing is to wrap this inside a padding. This will be fine. This thing needs a main axis alignment of space evenly. This thing, and this row needs to be first of all, this thing also needs a padding, and this row needs to be main axis aligned, and this is going to be main main axis aligned. So this one is main axis dot space between. Perfect. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, pretty good, right? I know. So this looks cool, and now what we might want to do is we can make this thing a cross axis, I guess. Yeah, so our text has been aligned over here perfectly, and now we need to change all the text to white, and we need to give some pictures over here of some characters, and we need to get these display names, this list, to be public. So let's figure out how to do that. So for the chat screen, I have figured out a simple technique. That is, I'm gonna declare this thing as static, and I'm gonna use this thing over here at the place of display names. So this is gonna be let's say chat screen state dot characters and index. Pretty good, right? So yeah, let's restart it and let's see what it has got to offer us. So yeah, nothing. We have got error, I guess. Instead it worked, but we have got error. Let's check out. Okay, range error was thrown, and the issue is, I guess, there are more or less number of these things. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is change the item count over here. You must be having it somewhere over here. So I'm gonna change it to chat screen state characters.length. I guess that'll work. Yeah, so now there's no error. Perfect. So what we need to do now is to change the text size, font and colors. Let's figure out how to do that. So for changing the text theme, what we can do in this theme data, what we can do is this property, and we are gonna theme.off dot text theme, I guess, dot apply, and then I'm gonna give in, let's say, a body color, and another thing is display color. One more thing is decoration color. These three things I'm gonna give as white, or should I alter this thing a bit? Let's say it's gray, and a very light variant of gray, that is gonna be gray, let's say 350. Looks good. 350. And another thing is gonna be the same color as gray, 350. So this will look good, I guess. Let's reload our app for it to, yeah. So this is what we have got, and this looks kind of nice. We need to change this font now, and we need to make this thing bold. Let's go to the bottom again, and we are gonna hardcode time. So let's first do that. So it's gonna be 420 420, and then we have var modulus. What we can do is we can add an icon, but we'll do that later. First we should focus on the display names. So where are the display names? Over here, style, text style, and this thing should have a font weight, and the font weight is gonna be font weight dot, let's say bold. Yeah, so this looks nice. This is good. So what else we can do is no, we cannot do anything about the blue tick icon over here because Flutter doesn't has that icon. So let's focus upon how to change this font. I'm gonna go to Google Fonts and look for a good font, and that is, let's wait for it to open, and that is gonna be something good. Oswald looks kind of nice. Meriwether is nice for that place, and yeah, this thing is also good. Okay, so I'm gonna use something very bold, so this thing looks good. And I'm gonna download the font, complete family, and wherever it has been downloaded, so downloads, and I'm gonna cut it from here. I'm gonna paste it in my workspace. I'm gonna extract it here, copy it, and I'm gonna paste it in my app. So over here, so where is it? I'll have to make a new folder of assets, and inside assets I've pasted it. Now what I need to do is to go to my pubspec.yaml, and I've got this asset over here. I need to add this font, and its family is Anton. Correct, right? Let me just verify. Where to find the family? Let's just select this style and it will show us. Family is Anton. Perfect. And font is gonna be where is our assets folder? So I cannot find my assets folder. Where did it went? I pasted in the wrong folder. Okay, so my this thing has not reloaded itself. So yeah, it's here. I'm just gonna copy its related path. I'm gonna paste it over here. Control V. I'm gonna cut this part. Yeah, so I think we are good to go. So let's go back to the main.tab. Okay, so here's some issue. Yeah, so now it's perfect. Let's check out if the indentation is correct. Yeah, perfect. So it worked, and let's just go to our thing. And what I'm going to do over here is okay, so my workspace has exceeded its limit, and that's why I get so many errors sometimes. So let me just restart my ID. So I restarted my ID. And now I'm gonna change the font of this text, and that is like this style. So yeah, it restarted, so we'll have to wait. So instead of waiting, this looks perfect. Let's give a bracket. Is something wrong with this? No. Now we need to add a font family. Okay, let's just wait for it to load all the things. Yeah, so it worked, and font family is gonna be, let's say, Anton. It needs to be in strings and in double quotes. It's working really slow, don't know why. So yeah, perfect. And why am I getting some errors? That's because the bracket was missing. So, and now let's see if it works. I'm gonna run this app again. Not this one. Stuff Thrones and Flutter run. So also let's give a font size of, let's say, 30. I've never used font size, so no idea if 30 is going to be a lot or pretty less. Let's just open my emulator. here. And let's wait for it to happen. Yeah, this looks okay-ish. I don't like it that much, but it's okay. So now what we need to do is to add some pictures to this place and to these profiles. So let's do that, and I'm gonna get some pictures from Google. So I'm gonna make a list first of character pictures that goes like a list of strings, and its name is gonna be profile pictures, and that goes like, for now it's empty, but we have to add a few pictures. So first one is the knit stack, so I'm gonna fast forward this part. And this looks good. Yeah, so I have got all the URLs, and now let's add these pictures. Yeah, so I have got all the URLs, and now let's add these pictures to the app, and it's, I guess, over here. So we are gonna give them as a background picture. So let's say that network image and chat screen state dot profile picture is the name of the list. Okay, what's the issue? Dot not character. Oh, we haven't made that static. Let's make it static. By the way, this is not a good way to make your like fields or the list or whatever the data is in a class to make it available to make another class. There are even better ways, and right now I'm using it just for reducing the complexity and my help. And also I'm very lazy to do it the actual way. So I've restarted the app. I'm going to open the emulator and let's see what happens. Yep, we have got all the pictures just as we wanted. Okay, so I'll have to resize the window. Just a second. This looks very good. Yeah, so now what we need to do is to give images to these fields also. So let's go to this particular class, and what we can do is okay, where's the class, and now where's the item, this thing here. So what we can do is item count, we can change it to first thing profile pictures +1, because we have this particular thing, plus button dot length +1, and next is where's the child option for this thing. It's over here, and I'm gonna give instead of child, I'm gonna make a background image, not color. I need a background. Okay, there's no image, and why is that so? Let me check out. Is it because this is true? So let's make it false and try. So background image we still don't have. How did we got it over there? Okay, that was a circle avatar inside. It has a property for background image, and it's a floating action button. So we'll need to use let me see, we'll have to use a what the hell I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so we are back here, and I guess we need to opt for some other way. Let me just check out, and that is gonna be most probably, let's give this thing a instead of background color, let's does it have a decoration? I guess not. Then most probably we will have to cover it inside a container, I guess. So let's wrap it inside a container. If the container has the background color, the container doesn't have any such property. So instead, one more thing we can do is making a child, and child will be a circle avatar, and this thing will have a background image, and that is going to be network image, and this will be profile pictures index. So that looks pretty much right, and let's okay. So where's the issue? It's somewhere over here. Item count is profile pictures.length. So let's add a comma and let's restart. Yeah, so we have got exactly the thing which we wanted. Just a few more things are required, and we'll do it in a moment. So for the rest of the part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this column widget, which makes the whole of the body, inside a widget called as stack. And this stack takes input of multiple children. So let's convert this child property to children. So these are few advantages of having VS Code or using a VS Code like editor. That's an issue again. Yeah. Instead, I can directly do it from here, convert to children. Perfect. And now I am gonna add a floating action button inside this stack over here, and I'm gonna wrap this widget inside another widget. Why am I not getting the... Yeah. So let's wrap this widget inside. Yeah, so let's wrap this widget inside a positioned widget, and let's give a right and bottom property to position as 10 and 10. I'm gonna give right also as 10, and one more thing, I'm gonna make this floating action button as mini, so true. So what basically happened is stack will help us display the widgets on top of each other, and position will position this floating action button to the right bottom of the stack. So what happened, we haven't got our floating action button. Is there an issue? It hasn't even restarted yet. Yeah, the way we wanted it to be. And let's make it a bit upwards like 2020, and let's add a child, and child is gonna be icons.add, and this color is gonna be black, I guess black 54. This must look good, at least I think so. It'll look good. So instead of making it purple, I'm gonna make it white. So where's the option? Background color is white, and yeah, so this look kinda good. Yeah, and one more thing, now we need a column over here, so let's add that. And inside this stack, I'm gonna add a column. So I'm gonna wrap this inside a row, or here I'm gonna wrap this inside or directly I can add it over here only. So it's gonna be a container, and this container is gonna be of a height of, I guess, 40, and width is gonna be, let's say, 100. And this container will have a child of our row, and this row is gonna have a children property. Children are gonna be 3 expanded widgets. So let's give 3 expanded widgets with child of container over here, and let's copy this expanded widget from here and just paste it over here 3 times. This looks good. So now let's first give them a color. Colors dot for now I'm gonna give some shiny color so I can easily work upon them, and later on I'm gonna remove this color or change it to something good. And that's basically how I work, so that I get a good idea how the widgets have been laid out. So I'm gonna restart it now and let's see how it looks. Again, I don't want to give red to everything. This is gonna be blue, and this one is gonna be let's say purple. That's the mistake I made. So now we want to align it over here at the bottom. So how we can do that is it's pretty simple actually. First thing is alignment, alignment dot bottom center. This looks good. So okay, it didn't move. What else we can do is, instead of using this thing, we can wrap this thing inside a positioned widget, and this is going to be having a property of bottom. Bottom is going to be 10. So I guess this will move down. Yeah, and now we need to align it to the center. So for that, what we can do is we can directly do it from right or left, or there's one more thing that we can do. So let me just think about it for a second. No, I guess that would be the best approach, so that we give a right property to it, and let the right be, let's say 150. So we can adjust it later on. Let's first see where it aligns itself. Yeah, it's almost exact middle. Now let's increase the size of our boxes to okay, added widget, and I'm gonna make its width as 200 or 150 for inch, 60 for instance. Let's build it again. Yeah, this looks kinda okayish, and now let's move it further to, let's say 180. Okay, so this is right, sorry, it should be 100. Yeah, this looks okay, and now I'm gonna remove the colors. So, and after removing the colors, I'm gonna give them a decoration, and that is gonna be box decoration. And this box decoration has a property of border. First of all, let's set the border radius. Or what we can do is, instead of setting it over here, we can make it look good by setting it over here in this widget. So, and this is gonna be radius dot all, then radius dot circular, then let's give it as 20, not even more, 30. Just comma, we have an error over here, so we have to remove this comma from here. Okay, so we have got another error somewhere which I'm not able to see anywhere. Okay, that was a typing error. Let's just reload it and let's wait for it. Okay, that looks good. And now I'm gonna remove all of these colors, and instead of it I'm gonna give a transparent black color. So let's give it from here, or we can directly give it to that particular container over here inside the decoration, else we'll get an error. Color switch to black, and this is gonna be black 45, I guess. Let's add a comma, let's reload it. Yeah, this is nice. And I'm gonna increase the height to 60. Okay, and R, this looks better. So now what we want to do is to add 3 icons in it and give it a border with white color. So that's it, and the rest of the app is complete. So yeah, this is what we have right now, and we want a white border, and that too in a circular fashion. So first of all, I'm gonna give this thing a white border, and that is pretty simple by the decoration property. I'm giving box decoration, and this box decoration has the property of border. This border property takes input of border dot all, and this has 3 properties, and I'm going to use the color and width from here. So this color thing I'm going to give as colors dot white, and white a little bit less opacity of 54. So let's just reload and see how it looks. It is okayish, but we have got a square bracket and we want it to be curved from a side. So for that, what we can do is this has one more property. Box decoration has one more property of border radius. So I'm going to give border radius dot only, and it gives us options. So I'm going to give bottom left, bottom left and top left. So bottom left is going to be let's say radius dot circular. Just a second, let me turn it on here, and let's give 30 over here. Looks good. And one more, that is top left, radius circular, again 30. So I guess this should work. Yeah, it did. And let's just increase the width and also the opacity to 70%, and width to width takes input of a double, so I'm going to give up 2. So let's reload and let's see what happens. Yeah, this looks good. And same we are going to do on the right side. We are going to we are just going to change these 2 parameters. So instead of writing whole thing again, I'm going to copy it from here, and I'm going to paste it over here, and not this one. This one also, and this one also. So yeah, we have got it. I'm going to change it to top left, instead of top left, top right, and bottom left to bottom right. And this thing should be, I guess, all. So I'm going to remove this part. I'm going to make this all. No, in this one we don't need a border radius. So I'm going to remove it and let's see how it looks. This looks good. We just need to remove the these 2 things from here. The border is getting like even more thicker on the inner side of the container. So let's see if we can get rid of it. Or first let's add the icons to these. So what all icons does it has? The first thing is going to be some icons dot. I'll add this one later. I'm going to add the middle one first. Child is icon camera alternate, and let's just comment it for a while, and I'm gonna run it so that we can just copy the design we want from here only. Okay, so that's an issue again. It's aligning according to the icon, so we need to see if this has a color property. First of all, I'm going to change it. The issue is that the size of the border is reducing with the size of the child widget. So let's just wrap this thing inside and expand it, or a container will also work, I guess. And we are going to give this container as a height of double dot infinity, this one. So now when I run it, it should work the way we want it. Yeah, this looks good. And let me see if we have an outline option for the camera. icons. Okay, I don't think we have, so let me try the first one and let me save it and reload it. Yeah, even this one looks good. And what should we have for the other two icons? Let me think of it for a while. So yeah, on the other two sides we can have a people and one more icon I thought of. I'm gonna remove it from here, I'm gonna paste it over here. And this one is gonna be, we will have a chat option. Let's see how does the chat look like. Okay, restart. Okay, and we again need to give it a height property by wrapping it inside a container again. Let's wrap it inside a container. Let's give it a height property. Double dot infinity. Okay, what's the issue? Do we even have an issue? Okay, so I placed it over here. Instead it should be outside the icon. And on the rightmost side I'm gonna add a people icon. So you will see what is it in a moment. I'm just gonna copy this container from here. I'm gonna make a child, paste it, and let me see if we have a people option here. Let's see how does it look. So yeah, this looks good, and yeah, app is complete, and there are a few more things which we can do to make it look even better. So we can try out different color variations, and yeah, on this when I sketched it out I drew it with the purple, so we'll see purple in the next video as this video is going quite long. But for now this app is working, and we'll work on the same app in the next video. We'll add a few more screens to it and we'll see what else we can do. See you people in the next video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. See you people there.